Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Nuggets off the tip. Gordon with it, and Lopez picks him up. Here's Brown. Pass to Murray. From outside the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Down low. Here's Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Both of these teams tonight with a fair share of veterans on their rosters, Brent.
Yeah, a lot of guys coming into this one, BA, just ready for what the game offers up. They have young guys that are watching and getting experience from observation. But the guys on the court tonight, they're going to understand where it is that this game in a 6-minute stretch can be taken advantage of, and that could be the difference in the win. He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Up and over Porter. Another shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game now. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's Murray, following the score by Milwaukee. Murray can't get that one to fall.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Out to the right wing. Kuzma outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lopez with it. Clock at 4. And the 3 off target.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Milwaukee. To the inside. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Murray. To end the drought. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
So it's Denver now, after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Outside Murray. And he hits it. That makes him 1 for 6 for the game.
Well, that's a crafty finish around the basket. Murray fearing nobody on that possession.
Antetokounmpo outside. And Giannis with the dunk.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Jokic driving in, and the dunk by Jokic.
Jokic, is he? I think he's showing some emotion, Kevin.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Here's Westbrook. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
Basket's good.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Milwaukee. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Westbrook with it. Now Porter defending. Westbrook can't hit. The Bucks leading by 12. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, BA. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. With the floater. Brown's shot is good.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Giannis striding in. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he can't get that one. Excellent defense there from Watson. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Denver shooting their first free throw of the game here. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously, and size certainly helps, and then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Murray. That one's good. 2 for 8 now.
And Murray getting it going on the inside that time. Around the trees, still scores.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Porter.
An assertive drive by Porter. I mean, he goes right into the defense and picks up the foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Milwaukee.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. Pass to Murray. And here's Jokic. Ooh, that high release of Jokic as he buries the 3.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. Trent outside. Back to Smith. Pass to Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And look at the ups on Kyle Kuzma.
Outside Murray. Jokic in the post. 4-3. Rebounded by the Bucks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Kuzma. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. Nuggets trail by 5. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Murray. Good to see it fall for him. Now 3 for 9.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Trent from long range. Watson with a rebound. And here's Denver. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Now here's Westbrook. Here's Jokic. From down in the low post, it goes. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
And you can expect Westbrook to find an open shooter. He trusted him with the pass that time.
.46 seconds left in the first half. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. That puts them in the lead. Watson's got his first 2 points.
Exceptional playmaking there from Jokic, just seeing the gap.
Trent with it. Still no points. Over Westbrook. And another miss by Milwaukee. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Denver shooting their second and third shots at the line here. He's off on the second. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Bucks trail. Now Antetokounmpo. He's got 15. Pass to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Will it go? Goes back up. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Denver. They lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. 2-point game. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Nikola Jokic is a natural, but that's not all. Coach Malone said it's too bad that people can't peek behind the curtain and see how hard Nikola works. He understands that there's no magic formula. Yes, he's incredibly gifted, but it's his work ethic that's great. Brian?
Well, Allie, talent only gets you so far. He's got both. Trent for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Porter looks it over. Can't hit it from 12 feet. The Bucks trail by 4. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. Can't connect from short range.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Outside Murray. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
And here's Murray. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo with the block.
And Giannis erasing that shot with his length. Shooters have to beware of where Giannis is.
Bucks trail by 4. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Connects from downtown.
Good soft hands there from Lopez, efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic using his size.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And Antetokounmpo, here we go. And good on the 7-footer. Antetokounmpo's got 17.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end. When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Prince for the tie. The rebound by Murray.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Jokic. He's got 9. In the paint. Jokic going off.
And that's what makes him so different, Jokic, with that great touch around the hoop.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't get it to fall.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
To the paint. Pass to Brown. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Bucks trail by 5. Inside. Here's Lopez. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Lopez has got 5 points in the quarter.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Jokic. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
1:10 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Nance. And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it. The Nuggets making a switch here. The Nuggets lead by 3. Westbrook taking his time here. Outside Porter. Got a piece of it. Back to Westbrook. The 3 is up. Kept alive. Here's Jokic. Can't get it to fall. That miss makes him 5 for 9. Milwaukee shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. .40 seconds left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo with it. Guarded now by Watson. Kuzma outside. Here's Rollins. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Rollins no good. Denver in the lead. Pass to Najee. Can't hit that one.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
A huge 3 allows them to snatch the lead heading into the final quarter.
And we've just... And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Michael Malone said to the team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Gordon. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Gordon's got his first bucket in this one.
Gordon has such tremendous physical gifts, and right there it shows you he's got size and strength to get by you.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Now here's Jokic. Back to Gordon. Pass to Brown. Clock at 6. Buries it down low. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon's solid at sensing when someone's open.
Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Gordon with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Gordon can't hit. The Bucks trail by 3. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. For 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Giannis showing off some of that team-first mentality by finding an open teammate.
Here's Brown. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Denver. Here's Brown. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. And now a 5-point Nugget lead.
That's a prime example right there of Westbrook being a dual threat. He can make plays for himself and for an open teammate.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Now here's Murray. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
To the middle. Here's Smith. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, good whistle there.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball. Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And Jokic just making this look way too easy.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Smith no good. The Nuggets lead by 6. Here's Brown. Inside. They kick it out to Murray. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Just have to stay down on any kind of pump fake. Once Jokic got him up in the air, he had him.
And so he drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Rollins. Buries it from 3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Here's Brown. And here's Jokic. Porter from outside. Rebounded by Lopez.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Rollins. From deep. And it's Denver with a rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Jokic. Gordon outside. Offensive rebound. Launches a 3. The shot by Brown, no good. So the Nuggets win it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from
I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports.
Here we go.
And it's the Suns to start out. Outside O'Neal. All alone. Hauled in by Brown. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding. But Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then. There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
We discussed Bradley Beal. The focus for them on the defensive end, coach telling me that Brad's a guy who averaged 30 points a game in this league, the sign of a special scorer, so they need to figure out a way to make Beal uncomfortable, saying maybe they'll put some length on him. Let's see if that works on Beal. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Back to Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Clever play by Tatum, drawing the attention to him, only to give it away.
Beal outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Porzingis for three. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Brown. Overdone. It's deflected. Back to Beal. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Done with it. Now Richards. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Holiday grabs the miss. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's Tatum. Misses the layup.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Booker with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Outside O'Neal. Outside Booker. Pure from three-point range.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Tatum inside. Tatum draws the double. Pass to Holiday. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Phoenix on D. They trail by 1. Here's Horford. Deflected. Now here's O'Neal. Back to Jones. Dunn outside. Pass to O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Horford. Out to Beal. Dunn right side. Jones up top. Another shot. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Horford with it. He's covered by O'Neal. Right side Brown. Inside. Holiday. The shot off that time. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. To the paint. Puts the move on. And it's Phoenix with another.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
White looking it over. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Outside O'Neal. Horford with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. White can't hit.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. And it's the Celtics ball. Here's Pritchard. Launches it from deep. Unable to get that one. Tie game in Boston. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And he's very confident from that range. You can't make him all.
Top of the key. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Booker's got 5 now.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air. No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Now here's Plumlee. Out to the right wing. Pass to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Booker for 3. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. Here's Porzingis. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Here's Tatum. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Richards, high post. From downtown. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Celtics lead by 3. JB off the bounce. To the inside. Porzingis. Oh, the teardrop falls in. He has 7.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Richards to halt the run. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Porzingis. Down low. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Pass to Booker. Outside Jones. Dunn outside. Three-pointer. Second chance effort. Back to Jones. Booker with it. He's got 5. This one for 3. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. The Suns making a switch here. 1:53 left in the second. And here's Brown for three. Buries it from three. Brown's got 5.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the three.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Now here's White. 7-point game, biggest lead so far.
For almost anyone but Tatum, that's a bad shot. But he has the range to make all of that just so easy.
White with the steal. Horford with it. Richards picks him up. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Back to O'Neal. Allen outside. Pass to Beal. Shot clock at 6. They need this. And the shot goes. 5 points in the game.
A guy you can rely on to find points. Beal is always hunting for that next shot.
Outside Holiday. Inside. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And the Suns pushing it up now. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to O'Neal. The three is up. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Now here's White. He's covered by O'Neal. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Boston out in front, up by 12. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Suns trail by 12. It's Beal on the wing. Pass to Richards. Out to Beal. Launches a three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Basket's good.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Jrue Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Jrue, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Pass to Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. Suns trail by 11. Beal right side. Here's O'Neal. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. O'Neal's got his first basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Okay, do it, KP.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Pass to Richards. Porzingis on the double team. Beal's shot is good.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. Parker's still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Outside Tatum. Porzingis sets a screen. Tatum like a freight train coming. Tipped. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Porzingis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Jones from outside. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Jones has got 5 now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Now here's Richards. Pass to Booker. From outside the arc. And the Suns get another 3.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Both teams will make substitutions. And here are the Suns. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Richards. For 3, Allen. Counted from distance. Allen's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Allen's got his second basket.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Back to Tatum. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now the Suns fast break. Dunn outside. For the tie. And he takes it up and lays it in. Dunn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Pritchard. 5 to shoot. The kick to Tatum. Up and over Dunn. And it's Tatum missing. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. To the inside. Outside Booker. Pass to Beal. Back to Booker. For the lead. No good there.
Timeout, timeout.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Tatum from long range. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Phoenix with it. Pass to Booker to take the lead. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Clock at 6. Here's Plumlee. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Tatum. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Okay, just some big boy strength there from Tatum. Just put himself to the line.
And that one falls for Tatum. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Allen outside. The three. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston leading by 3. Outside Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Rejected by Bol. And the Suns pushing it up now. Plumlee with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Outside, Brown. Porzingis in the post. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Outside Jones. Outside Booker. To take the lead. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the paint. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Pass to Bol. Outside Jones. Now Booker, defended by Brown. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Richards. Outside O'Neal. There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter. And that one drops for him. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And it's Tatum missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
That shot is good by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
To Horford. Outside Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. The Suns leading. Pass to Richards. To the right side. Out to Beal. Here's Micic. 6 to shoot. Now here's Dunn. Lucic, no good. So it's Boston now. Tatum with it. Rebounded by Dunn.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Back to Beal. Up top, Dunn. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Tatum.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
Both good from the line that time.
He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Outside Tatum. Outside Porzingis. And here's Brown for 3. And buries it from deep. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. 5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Pass to Richards. Dunn right side. Outside O'Neal. Hits the three-pointer.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Now White. Outside Tatum. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Tatum's got 19 points.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
Here's Booker. Outside O'Neal. Back to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to O'Neal. Let's go with a 3. Tries again. 2 points. That one goes. And the Suns lead by 3.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Three-pointer. Beal. He buries it from 3.
It's the confidence of Beal. He lets it fly from range when he really likes the look.
Here's White. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
White hits them both.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
To the inside. Nifty move. Beal. They get the rebound. Outside O'Neal. For 3, Booker. The rebound, Celtics. Right side, Tatum. To the paint. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Booker. Money.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Tatum drives in. It's stolen by Dunn. And now the Suns fast break. It falls.
I like Beal's vision. Makes a great read on this pass.
Tatum with it. Beal picks him up. And here's Brown for three. Richards pulls it in. And it's Beal with the ball for the Suns. Here's Dunn. Driving in.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers. Here we go. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Pass to Shaq. It's hauled in by Zubac. Ball's knocked loose. Harden draws the double. Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Harden draws the double. Over Payton. Rebound the Lakers. Kobe with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Shot's good by Kobe.
And this is what leaders do. Payton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Here's Dunn. Connects from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now, here is Harden. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Right wing. Dunn, wide open, he fires. His three-pointer's off the mark. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. To the middle. Oh, trying for it. Wants to get it to Malone and does. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Here's Bryant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
The motor of Bryant never stops. Even inside where he goes right at the D.
And he can't hit the second.
Boy, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
And stolen by Payton. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's Los Angeles. Powell, no one around him. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Kobe gets the bucket. Bryant's got 5 points so far.
Such body control from Bryant. Able to take some hits there on the way up.
Harden outside. Here's Powell. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Los Angeles with another miss. And so Payton will bring it up for the Lakers. Back to Kobe. Shaq in the high post. Pass to Kobe. Down low. And finished off by O'Neal.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
From deep, Harden. Rebound the Lakers. Here's Kobe. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Tries again. It doesn't go for him.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Back to Harden. It's taken away by Payton. And the basket by Kobe. 9 points in the game so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here is Harden. Scoreless thus far. It's taken away by Payton. And there it is for him.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Malone. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period, they never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And here is Los Angeles now. 9-point game. And they double up Simmons. Bogdanovich wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Outside, Simmons. And they double up Simmons. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Six to shoot. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Pass to Jones. Launches a three. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And when Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
They grab their own miss. Bryant. Inside. Bryant sinks it.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Hands it from downtown.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 15. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 7. Jones in the post. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Timeout called the Lakers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Dunn. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Leonard. For 3. Kawhi drills the three-pointer.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Here's Kobe. And no good. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Back to Bogdanovich. Takes the 3. That one misses. Lakers leading by 3. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And very strong at just under 7 feet tall. Grant loves using that to his advantage inside.
Back to Bogdanovich. They double him with George. Leonard with no one around. No good with the triple. To the inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
It's been great watching Ivica Zubac's growth. This guy, his game has evolved and his role is increasing.
Back to Leonard. Pass to Dunn. From the stripe. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Timeout called the Lakers. Los Angeles leading by 5. A pass to Fox. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Outside for Simmons. .44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Harden outside, and Leonard has it in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Leonard's got 6.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
You know, we don't talk about defense a ton, especially with guards. But Gary Payton, he can change a game with his D.
O'Neal. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. O'Neal's got 4 points now in the quarter. Back to Harden. Misses off the right iron. In a deep 3 from Fox. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, up 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 5. The 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Pass to Powell. Harden looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got the first bucket of the third here for the Clippers. Bryant, the bounce pass. O'Neal misses. And there's the call on Karl Malone. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Zubac. Nothing on the board. The 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Down low. Lakers passing it around. To the paint. Here's Kobe. And finish off by Bryant.
And you talk about pure scores. Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Zubac. Back to Harden. Outside Leonard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. It's tipped. Bryant looking it over. And they pick up 2. And now a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Back to Harden. And stolen by Payton. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got it with a fast break chance. Malone right side. Oh, the jam by O'Neal.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Now, here's Zubac. Harden outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Los Angeles leading by 10. Payton right side. Pass to Shaq. Here's Bryant. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Harden. Finished off the break. 8 points for James Harden.
Nice job by James Harden to leak out and get an easy opportunity in transition.
And the Lakers call time here. .141 left in the third quarter. And it's Bryant missing. Clippers trail by 8. Back to Zubac. Outside, Jones. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jones. Takes a 3. Malone with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. 1:07 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Kobe. Screen by Malone. 6 on the shot clock. Kobe misses. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Well, Kawhi understands now he commands so much attention that his passing ability has got to be on point.
Now here's Leonard after Shaquille O'Neal's miss. Back to Powell. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Laker lead.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, pretty play.
Outside, Payton. Screen by O'Neal. To the middle. Shoots over Zubac. O'Neal misses. Pass to Jones. And Leonard has it in the corner. Inside. Harden outside. Shoots over Malone. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 4. We're going. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Grant. It's tipped. Pass to Eubanks. And that one, good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Here's Dunn, and again Los Angeles with a triple.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Bryant. And Kobe Bryant finishes it.
The pure athleticism of Bryant, breaking away and not letting anyone get in his path.
Done outside. From past the arc. Doesn't go that time. And the Lakers with possession here. Jones with it. Picked up by Kobe. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Back to Grant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
The thing about Horace Grant, he's a glue guy, but also ultra talented. What an asset to this team.
And Grant drops them both. The Clippers trail. Back to Harden. Spins. Powell for 3. Done outside. Here's Harden on the wing. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Donnie. They get it back. Now here's Powell. The 3 from Leonard. Here's Zubac. Goes up again. Lakers with the rebound.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. 4th quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Leonard. Launches it. And it's Fox with the rebound. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The lead is 2. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Lakers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively. And
Kobe drops them both.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Off the run, and it's Zubac laying it in.
Wow, they needed a bucket, and Zubac answers the call big time.
And Los Angeles calling timeout. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Phil Jackson said to the team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Payton. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Screen by O'Neal. Outside, Fisher. Shot clock at 6. Back to O'Neal. And that comes off the assist by Derek Fisher. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible. you know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Fisher looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Zubac.
Yeah, and there's great versatility in Fisher's game. I mean, he can run the point, go off the ball, a tough guard to handle.
Clippers trail by 8. Harden has a wide open look. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And you expect Harden to come through in big moments. Such a talented offensive player.
Right side O'Neal. And they go to the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Out left of the wing. Outside, Simmons. A 3 from Leonard. A rebound by the Lakers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And he commits the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. And it's the Clippers' ball.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And stolen by Payton. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. So it's the Clippers now.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Here's Shaq. That one, no good. And so the Lakers take... The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. Now here's White. Here's Brown. Out to Porzingis. They get it back.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Hachimura. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now, here's Tatum. Porzingis with the ball. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. There's Tatum. It's rebounded by Hayes. And here's Los Angeles. LeBron with it. He's picked up by White. The Lakers moving the ball around. Beyond the arc. And it's LeBron James with the three.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Screen by Porzingis. This one for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Hayes. Back to Doncic. Over Holiday. Doncic, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hard-working. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
And how about that show of confidence from Tatum? He really excels at playing above the rim and taking that one home.
And Doncic throws it down.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Now here's Brown. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, he sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that. Mr. Porzingis. And Porzingis throws it down hard.
Now, I thought the creativity there from Porzingis. He wanted to make that one sting a little.
Now Hayes. Nothing on the board. Pass to Hachimura. Doncic outside. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. is Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Over Hayes. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 points.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Here's Finney-Smith. Lock at 6. Here's LeBron. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Pass to Brown. From the baseline. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get things started. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Reeves with it. Going inside. And that one is good. Reeves has got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Pritchard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here are the Lakers. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Vanderbilt misses. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Here's Connect. Still yet to score. Pass to Vanderbilt. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Here's Craig. Here's Hauser. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Reeves outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Porzingis. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's the Lakers with the ball. From deep, Reeves. For rebound by Holiday. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
From deep, LeBron. And Horford pulls it down. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
LeBron, left side. LeBron brushing off the contact.
Well, that's his bread and butter. getting downhill, attacking. What a great mindset.
And here's Tatum for three. A new 14 for Boston. Porzingis can't hit. Lakers trail by 3. Back to Reeves. LeBron outside. Four on the shot clock. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum looking around. It's to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics leading by 5. As to Porzingis. Brown outside. Here's Hauser from past the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. LeBron outside. James crowbars it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Lakers trail by 3. Doncic outside for the tie. Oh, Doncic launching that one.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Pass to Hachimura. James looking around. And the Lakers hit again from deep. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Pass to Hayes. Reeves outside. On the wing, Doncic. James outside. Shot on the wing. And another basket for the Lakers.
No question James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Here's Tatum. Rebounded by the Lakers. Pass to LeBron. Lakers passing it around. Back to Hayes. Now here's Doncic. Here's the teardrop. Count it. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Back to Porzingis. White, wide open. He fires. Boston, no good that time either.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Doncic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
On the free throw, no good. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Here's LeBron. James absolutely owning the inside. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Pass to Pritchard. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Los Angeles with some changes. The Lakers in the lead. James outside. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Brown outside. Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Jacks up a 3. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got the game tied up here for Boston. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's blocked. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Stolen. Goes up. And finished off by Trey.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Celtics out in front. They're up by 2. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Celtics with the lead. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Pass to Cornette. Taken away by Hayes. Here's LeBron. Len. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here is Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Guarded by Doncic. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Tatum for 3. Rejected by Len. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Just 2 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. The Lakers trade. Pass to Doncic. Doncic going to work.
And James has always loved sharing the rock as well as making his teammates better.
Here's Pritchard in the corner. Tatum with it. Off target from outside. James in the post. Another shot. Wow! LeBron still hustling.
Oh, big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
The 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Back to Brown. Out to White. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Porzingis. Over Reeves. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And the soft touch for a guy Porzingis' size, he shoots it so well from the mid-range.
And the slam by Doncic.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. The screen from Brown. Here's Tatum. And good that time.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
Reeves with it. He's picked up by White. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And when you need a big score, you want LeBron to get the ball, and that's why.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
Yep, that one goes in there. 17 points for Porzingis.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. From outside, off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
The three for Doncic. Celtics trail by 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And taken away by Brown. And here comes one. Leading the fast break. Stolen by Reeves. It's stolen by Brown. On the wing, James gets the three-pointer to fall. LeBron's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
From deep, Reeves. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But, hey, never say never.
James misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg.
Got the dub, W-dub. 3-1, baby.
Welcome. Everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston where the Celtics will square off. Pulls up from the corner, and it's White missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Knocks down the three ball.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J, and at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Holiday. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Holiday. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. And good that time.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pass to Hartenstein. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Here's Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Tatum looking around. Outside, White. 5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Boston trailing. Porzingis high post. Celtics passing it around. Left side, Tatum. Out to Porzingis. Back to White. Shot on the wing. And Holmgren pulls it down. It's Dort on the wing. Still without a basket. Holmgren the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Outside Tatum. Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Austin with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Outside Tatum. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game. To the wing right side. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the wing. Back to Brown. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. They grab their own miss. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Thunder lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
The Thunder with the lead. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a tough-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Off on the layup. So it's Boston now. Pass to Hauser. Good work there as it goes.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Clock is at 3. Here's Tatum. And that one is off. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Back to Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Screen by Hartenstein. Swiped it away. Holiday with it. Dort covering. The kick out to Tatum. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense He's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Now here's Brown after the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. .119 left in the first half. Yes, that goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis. That wingspan letting you know he's in the house.
Screen by Hartenstein. Dort. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the inside. The kick out to Brown. Off the left rim and out. The Thunder leading by 4. Williams with a clean look. Misses the 3. Now here's Porzingis. Outside White. He gets it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Thunder. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Thunder. It's White on the wing. Outside Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Ball's knocked loose. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Tatum. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I love when Jason Tatum is aggressive to score the basketball. He does a tremendous job keeping his focus.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Really a good season for him overall. Last year, when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
To the middle. Here's Williams. Nice D from Porzingis. And Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis is a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there. Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Brown. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, what terrific body control. Jaylen Brown, so athletic, loves to compete. Love it.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jaylen, it'd probably be the three-point shot.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Now, here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. And yes, it's good.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Here's Wallace. Porzingis with the block. Right side Holiday. Here's Tatum. Inside. And the wing jumper offline. Thunder trailing by 3. Poked away. Joe in the corner. Here's Williams. Pass to Caruso. Oklahoma City moving it around. Williams a screen. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And we all here talk about Jrue Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Here's Joe. Releases, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Joe's got his second bucket.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Up top, Joe for the lead. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Knocked loose to the paint. Holiday gets the bucket. And that's 13 points for Jrue Holiday.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the charts.
Wallace misses.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
On the wing, Holiday. Back to Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Ring shot on the way. Caruso grabs the miss. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Austin with the ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Hauser. Bangs home the trifecta. Hauser's got 5. Now Joe. Wide open look. Buries the jump shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Here's Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it loose. Boston leading by 4. Right side Horford. And the layup falls. Horford's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
Pass to Holmgren. Takes the 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside Tatum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And so Tatum nails them both. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Nailed from three-point land.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And, guys, getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Down low. Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. 5 to shoot. Here's Pritchard. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Thunder trailing by 3. Hartenstein with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's good on the way in.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Horford, no luck. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. To take the lead. Porzingis with the block. To the paint. Here's Holiday. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Boston.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Pass to White. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
A nifty make there from Holiday. There's such a nice pace to his game. The floater fits him well.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
A fearless shot there by Holiday. With the whole team counting on him, he is able to come through. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Outside, Dort to tie it up. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
White, wide open.
Hey, it's over, boy.
When he fires, the shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Outside Holiday. And again, Boston with the triple.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
The offensive rebound. Porzingis with the block. Brown outside. Outside, White. Pass to Porzingis. Rebound by Williams. Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's White. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. So we see Boston get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times